Hey, welcome back to the show. I've got Father Brooks Keith in the studio. We were just having some fun off camera. I know, right? Weren't we having
exactly right.
Good to see you again.
You too. Welcome. Yeah, good to see you
Welcome.
too. Welcome. Yeah, welcome. I'm used to the one welcoming.
I know. How's summer been?
So a flat-out sprint, but wonderful. You know, every year I say it's going to be different. I'm going to, and
isn't it amazing? Like
it never turns out to be different.
My family's out of town right now, so I can slow down a little bit and take advantage of.
Sure, you want to do this on camera? I mean, we could talk privately, but okay, you know. Okay, usually, but no. So do you have time for yourself then?
I'm making time for myself.
Good.
Which is great. I go and fly fish. I go down to the river, spend time by the river. It's been great for me to kind of decompress and reconfigure the rest of my summer in my head, so when my family comes back next week, it's lights out again, game on.
You're full on. So that's your chapel. You know, I talked to a lot of people.
Church is my chapel.
The river. The river
100%
is your chapel.
Yeah, it is.
Right.
The river's my church. That's right.
Exactly.
And I fish a lot between the Church of the Latter-day Saints over near Walmart and the church upstream from that. And that section of water, we call it churches, and there's great water in there. And I spend a lot of time over there.
Seriously? Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll have to check.
I'm not making it up.
I have to check that out sometime.
That section of water is called churches for any of the local outfitters. So
okay.
I'm going to churches today, but it's great water down there.
Here I thought they were all going to, you know, one of the interfaith chapels when they tell me that. I mean, they tell me they're going to churches. I didn't know it was plural.
London Nights. Let's talk about a big event coming up. Yeah.
Speaking of chapels, speaking of churches, right? I want to invite everybody. We're just a few days away. Once a year, we have a fundraiser for the Edwards Interfaith Chapel and Community Center. There are about 30 groups that use it's more community center often than chapel.
It really is.
And it's in West Edwards, and all that development's going on down there, and we have all kinds of opportunities to serve in new ways. We host Stone Creek School and AA, and my favorite new is the Brain Trauma Support Group.
Oh.
And it's I just love having groups like that. Bravo after school. It's just wonderful. So anyway, once a year we have a fundraiser. We didn't want to do it the way we don't dance late into the night and find out interesting things about people in the valley, like other fundraisers.
Yeah.
So
been there.
I'm quite sure I don't know what you're talking about. But next week, August the 8th, 6 o'clock. We open our doors for London Nights. We're going to transform the atrium into a proper English pub. We have a wonderful dinner, a fancy English dinner. Yes, there is such a thing. And then we have 4 of the best singers I have ever heard. New York Opera, Santa Barbara. They sing Montreal. They sing festivals around the United States. Well, they're just coming. One family's coming back from Europe, and so how we raise the money is we throughout the dinner hear the music, and people buy arias. So let's say, just for instance, you and your wife have had a rough patch. Why not say I'm sorry by buying her an Italian aria, and say it in Italian with this? So opera, Broadway, popular music, and we purchase the arias and we read. People fill out messages that the singers read, and it's very moving.
How fun!
It's very moving.
That's a whole other layer of this. I had no idea that's how it played out. That's interesting.
We wanted to be different. We want to be different from other fundraisers. We have an auction, a live auction. It's just a couple of great items, but we want to keep that down. We want to keep the community. We're honoring Tom and Susan Washing, who are just beautiful philanthropists in our valley. We might honor 1 or 2 other people. Surprise that night. But we want it to be about community. We want it to be about families come now, and Jews, Christians, people that just come for the music, and people that want to support the community. It's fantastic.
Love it.
So
love it. That's going to be fun. It's 1 week from today.
It's 1 week from today.
Yeah,
right. Oh my gosh, yes it is.
I know. And today's Colorado's birthday.
Well, go worship in your churches.
Good to see you.
Yeah, it's always good to see you.
They asked me to do this, make a lion noise.
Please.
So funny. I know, Father Brooks Keith. Hey, we have Molly coming up with the weather. We have hour number 2 of Good Morning Vail. And stay tuned. We'll be right back.